Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today, I want to do another Lorna short reaction. I've done one song up to this point. I believe it was To the Nothingness, I think was the name of the song. Today, we'll react to the Hellfire. You guys have been encouraging me to do another reaction because, to my surprise, I actually really liked the past song that I've heard. So I'm going to jump into this one. If you're new to this channel, be prepared. I like to voice my opinions when I don't like something, but I try to be respectful in any criticisms that I put forward. Let's do this. Turn it up. Yeah, I really enjoyed his vocals from the first one. Yeah, so let's start with a little bit of screeching, right? I've used to not like screeching vocals up until Vector. And with Vector, I started getting used to them. And in some bands, I actually quite like the way they do screeches, but I typically just like the guttural vocals. Personally, just a personal taste. This is like what, like deathcore almost? Man, it's heavy. It's freaking heavy. And that's what I do enjoy about them, is that he kind of threw me off by his look a little bit. I was expecting like more screamo the first time I heard. I remember. I think that's why I almost judged the band based on the main guy's look. And then in the end, he actually ended up capturing my attention the most, just based on his talent and how good he was. And I like the energy he brings to the song. Watching it in the music video, he brings a lot of energy to the song, and the song itself, this one hasn't caught onto me yet, but I am on board with the style and see kind of how it progresses and how it changes and what happens. It became a competition who could do the biggest and the deepest growl now. Everybody's trying to top one another, especially if you guys have seen what is that Russian band? Slaughter to Prevail. Oh my god. I want to rewind this part. I really like this. This transition I really like. And his deep growls are really, really dope. It's something as a metalhead you kind of have to get used to, I feel like. I remember the days where Max Cavalera's vocals were too harsh for me, and there was like Satan's music. And then I kind of even laughed even thinking about it now, as I've gone to like the really extreme metal bands nowadays. really like how they change it up here. That first beginning of the song, I can't tell you that I was on board with. It's almost like the really fast blast beats in black metal songs, and it's like for 2 minutes to keep hitting the same things. Like at some point you get bored of it. But I do like this orchestral. I think I mentioned the first time, I like this orchestral, melodic, death metal, whatever, extreme metal, deathcore you want to call it, mixed in with everything. And that kind of, the melody that I had to actually kind of, focus and listen. The melody behind all the harshness was really what kind of stood out. That was cool. I know people tend to go crazy whenever a breakdown, the anticipation of a breakdown just gets you like just automatically in the mood. I tend to like more of my thrash metal. Whenever you get that moment where you know it's about to start moshing, it's the moshing moment, like Strike of the Beast with Exodus. There's a particular element they always, it's going to be the biggest mosh pit of the concert whenever that song hits. Breakdowns, I'm not against them. I like them. I'm just not, I don't automatically get hyped for them just because it's a breakdown. Like that one was cool. I can't, yeah, deep growls, yeah, it's really fast, but I think it doesn't take away from the song. It takes away from my enjoyment if I just focus on that element, because there's so much more in the song that's going on that I think is cool, personally. I don't know if I would listen to Lorna Shore on my own. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think it's particularly in my style of extreme metal, or maybe just I don't like, maybe like, not I don't like, it doesn't attune to my ear. Maybe I have to hear more songs, but I appreciate what they are. I appreciate that they're, first of all, themselves. The whole stereotypical metal look is kind of out the window. They do what they like, they dress like they like, they can do as harsh as they like, but there's thought behind the music. And that's, to me, very important. Like, you can tell the orchestral moments, the melodic moments with the heaviness. It's all a calculated element for them. It doesn't sound random as it does with some other bands I've listened to. And there's technicality in it, which I appreciate. I'm kind of on the level of appreciation for what they are, but not necessarily can call myself a fan yet. I think that's why I liked the other song. I would say I like the other song more because of that orchestral melodic element. And I know it's a new sound for the band. That's something that they've been working towards. You guys let me know in the comments that they were a little bit more extreme before, and they've introduced these melodic elements recently, especially with this vocalist kind of brought new life and energy to the band. From what I understand from the comments, that's kind of what I'm gathering. I'm not, 100%. I haven't researched it myself. And by the way, I don't actually tend to research reactions because I feel it blurs my opinion of what the band is. I always been like this. I will research the style of genre music I like, that there's a reputation for a band. I usually dive into it and start listening to it first. I want unfiltered, unbiased, kind of manipulated opinion of what I'm going to think about this band. And if it gets me there, then I start doing research and everything else about them. That's just kind of how I like to approach my music discovery, which is really cool because you guys just give me names of songs and I go for it. think he really brings really good energy to this band. Yeah, that was a nice solo. Almost like borderline neoclassical solo, right? They make, for me personally, what I appreciate the most, they make elements what seem to be in my head sometimes unmatchable. They match them very well. For example, I listened to Flash God Apocalypse, and whoever saw that reaction, I wasn't really fond of it because I didn't think it matched very well the way they did it there, and I didn't like the song because the song was just pure speed. The one I was shown, it wasn't anything interesting to me personally. And there's a lot more going on in this song, and there's a lot more ups and downs that I think give a nice variety to this song as well. Super deep growl time. Why do you have to get super low? It's like it's a metal thing. As soon as the growl gets lower, you fucking gotta get lower. You gotta get down to the ground. Their head has to be touching the ground. That's the only way you gotta do it. Fuck it! My best demon face, like... I wish, you know, in this moment in time, I wish I had like my wife next to me, because to me, you know, it's not surprising to hear something that this heavy or this deep growl or fucking pig noises he was making in the end. But to her, just to see her reaction, just be like, what am I watching right now? Just like a person who's not a fan of heavy metal. But I do think a little bit, it's become a little bit of a silly competition of like who can get lower. And of course, it takes immense amount of skill to do it. But I'm like, dude, like, sometimes less is more. That's just my personal opinion. But I like the song. I thought it was a cool song. The music video is kind of, you know, nonchalant. You don't care about it because there's nothing really going on. It's just like nice imagery. The main element from here is just, I love his performance. I love his energy. I love where he's coming from. And it's the right energy. It's like, I don't like Dillinger Escape Plan. Don't like the band. When I saw him live, I have so much fun just watching the vocalist go insane during the concert, because he just brings that pure energy to the concert itself. But here we go, guys. That's my reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe down below for more. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it metal, guys, and make sure to take care of yourselves.